Being stopped by the police can be a very stressful experience for most people because that can either go well or go bad pretty fast. It all depends on the attitude of both the police and the person being stopped. On another note, I've been out there countless times, right? And I've heard persons say to me, "Officer, me know my rights." But I can guarantee you that if I had asked them what are those rights, they wouldn't be able to tell me the first one. So as the topic suggests, right, today I will be focusing on what your rights are as a citizen and give you some tips, right, to help you with your next encounter with the police. Now guys, if you are approached by the police, try to stay calm and keep your composure, right, and keep those hands where they are visible at all times. Good. It is typically in your best interest not to argue or resist the police, but remember that you still have rights. Whether you are having a bad day or not, my advice to you is to keep your composure and cooperate with instructions given. And to my colleagues out there, it is their sworn duty to be professional and courteous in the execution of their duties. But guys, it is not a guarantee that the officers on scene will behave professionally and respect your human rights and your human dignity. And so, as I said before, remain calm, cooperate, and do not show any hostility towards the officers to minimize any risk towards yourself. Now, another thing, it is important, very, right, for every member of John Public to fully understand their legal rights and their responsibilities. And so for this video guys, I will be focusing on a few of those rights as it relates to stop and searches. Now, freedom of movement, right to remain silent, right to protection from unreasonable searches, and the right to protection of your privacy. Now, here's a scenario. You have been stopped by the police. In a situation like that, what do? What are your rights? 1. Cooperate. 2. Listen to the instruction given. 3. Comply. Right? Simple as that. Now let's look at your rights. 1. You have the right to remain silent. While you are required by law, right, to tell the police your name and your address, you do not have to answer any other questions, right? You don't have to tell the police where you are going, where you are coming from, what you are doing, or whatever. You don't have to talk to the police if you don't want to, especially in a case if you are a suspect in a crime. If you are a suspect in a crime, keep your mouth shut. Anything you say or do will be used against you in a court of law, right? However, it is an offense if you refuse to identify yourself or if you give false information to the police, both of which will lead to an arrest and you will be charged, right? 2. The right to protection of privacy. For example, guys, the police doesn't have the authority to take your cell phone from you and search it because they feel like, better never know that. If you are asked to hand over your cell phone or unlock it for the officers, you don't have any obligation to do so. There must be reason to believe that the cell phone holds valuable information relevant to an ongoing investigation, and even so, they are not authorized to search your cell phone without going through the proper channels and following protocols. Now, third on the list of your rights, you have the right to protection against unreasonable searches. Me know no found never know this one neither. In other words, the police must have reasonable suspicion or probable cause to stop and search an individual. Police should not stop and search people simply because of the way how them look. They never know that down. Yo, or you look so like you're a criminal. Hey boy, or you dress like you're a chopper, so come give me a search. No, guys. No, that nothing happen. Searches are to be conducted, right, based on the premise that they have reason to believe that you have a concealed weapon or reasonable suspicion that you have committed a crime or an offense is being committed at the moment. On the flip side of this, guys, police officers are always prepared to respond at a moment's notice. Call this a with upon edge, right? If they fear that they are in danger, especially when they stop a motor vehicle full of whole heap of money in it, right? And so, to ensure their safety, searches are necessary. Crime is a thing in Jamaica, guys, and weapons are being transported on our public thoroughfares, in buses, across borders, in taxis, in motor vehicles, in waistbands, in handbags, right, to commit crimes. And so it becomes necessary for police officers to search persons, search their bags, their vehicles, or even their residence. And guys, stop and searches are one of the main methods used to locate and take these weapons off the street. And so we ask that you cooperate and comply with the police while they are carrying out their duties to make your community safe. But this goes both ways, right? Police officers are duty bound to be mindful of the citizens' rights, respect their human dignity, and be professional in the execution of their duties, right? Let me know, guys, in the comment section if you know any of these rights before now. Now, here are some tips to help minimize any incident or risk to you. Don't get into an argument with the police. Guys, be polite and respectful at all times. Never badmouth a police officer. Remember that your goal is to get home safely. Anything you say can be used against you and may lead to an arrest, right? Something we know you don't want. Even if you believe that the officer, right, isn't treating you with courtesy and dignity, comply and complain later. You don't want to risk being arrested, which is another kettle of fish, right, all to itself. If you feel that your rights are being violated, make a note of the details of the encounter in case you need to file a police complaint later on. You understand? You have the right to ask the officers for their badge numbers and their names. They are obligated to provide those information to you. Do not run from the police. An innocent person has no reason to fear or run from the cops. Don't do it. May I tell you from now, do not do it. You will be chased, right? Avoid physical contact with the police. Know sudden movements and keep those hands out of your pockets and in plain sight where officers can see them. If you are in your motor vehicle, keep those hands on the steering wheel at all times. Don't resist arrest. Even if you believe that you are innocent, do not resist arrest. That is another charge in and of itself. And do not obstruct the police in the execution of their duties. Doing so will lead to an arrest and charge as well. Remember, guys, the aim is to get home safely. Just keep that in the back of your mind, right? Now, as we come to the end of this video, I hope that you found all these tips useful and helpful to you in your, your daily commute and your interactions with the police. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you all in the next one. Until them time there, take care.